Fuck me. Alright, welcome to... That was a horrible start. Okay. We're gonna take it from there, though. So, welcome to basically my first, I don't know what the fuck you call this. Commentators. We are coming. We are commentating today for Resident Evil 4. Basically, I'm just gonna go over a couple of news, just basically the Resident Evil 4 thing, and then basically just gonna give my opinion about it, see what you guys think about it, because this actually was a really, really big thing. In the background, that is me playing Resident Evil 4. Keep in mind, we're not, who cares about the gameplay? We just want to hear the story. As you can see, Ashley just died. I haven't played in over a year. Don't judge me. I don't give a fuck. Enjoy the gameplay while you're enjoying my voice, unless you're not into ASMR, which in case you're going to be after this. Anyway, so basically we're going to be talking about Resident Evil 4. Now, basically it was yesterday. Today is what, the 14th? Yeah. So basically today is the 14th. It is not the 14th. It is the 13th. No, it is the 14th. Is it the 13th? No, it's the 14th. It's the 13th. Okay, sorry. So today is actually the 13th, and it was yesterday on the 12th that it was announced finally that Resident Evil 4 Remake is actually in development by, I think the studio is named M2. Sorry if I butchered that. I even butchered it, got it wrong. But basically Capcom is supporting that, and M2 will be developing a Resident Evil 4 Remake, and it will be coming out 2022. Basically, that's what they're aiming for. So basically on the next gen consoles, PS5 and all that bullshit. And basically a lot of people were upset. And a lot of people were actually grateful. I was the ones that were actually grateful. And I just basically wanted to talk about the history with that. So pretty much, I want you guys to close your eyes. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. And basically we can all agree probably on the last question. So when you close your eyes, just answer this question. So the first question is, what's your favorite, what's the best Resident Evil? A lot of people will say Resident Evil 4. A lot of people say Resident Evil 2. A lot of people say Resident Evil 3. You'll get different answers every time, right? Okay. Next question. You still have your eyes closed, please. What is the best Resident Evil? I just asked that. What is the worst Resident Evil? A lot of people will say 6. A lot of people say 5. Hey, someone actually might say the second one. I don't know who you are, but still. Most likely someone will say that. So you'll get different answers. Now the last question. What is the Resident Evil that saved the franchise, or what is the Resident Evil that killed the franchise? 8 out of 10 people will say Resident Evil 4. Most of us will basically say Resident Evil 4. Whether it killed it, whether it saved it. I'm in the discussion of it saved the series. Everything's all about adapting, and this franchise had to do that. Like at Resident Evil 7, it adapted to what was big at the time, and it succeeded. So, but that's either here or there. That's just my opinion. Let me know if you think the opposite or not, or you think the same. Either way, basically that's just for a different discussion. But basically my point is Resident Evil 4 is probably the biggest Resident Evil game, especially when it just came to controversy and how the franchise took a big turn. A lot of people loved it, a lot of people hated it. Basically, and I'm going off this because, obviously Resident Evil 3 Remake, just came out. And that, to me, that was a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 game. It was a good game. A lot of people saying it was short, which really they got rid of the puzzles, and they just got rid of a lot of the things that made it Resident Evil, the puzzling, the backtracking. It was more in your face, Resident Evil 6 type style, but you can't necessarily really blame them for doing that when, it is during everyone's panicking in the streets. There's fucking tyrants running around and zombies are everywhere, I wasn't mad that it was a bit more Resident Evil 6-y, Could have been better, of course, but I was happy with it either way. My point is, and a lot of people were upset because they were Code Veronica. Everyone wanted Code Veronica, including me. Everyone wanted Code Veronica. But honestly, I'd rather have a new Resident Evil game, which they are saying, like Resident Evil 8, but they are saying they are making that as well. But again, another video, another day. So basically, I just when it came to Code Veronica, I was in the mix of, hey, you should do it. Why not? But they went straight to Resident Evil 4, and maybe because Resident Evil 4 was the more, I guess, popular game. I shot Ashley right there. But Resident Evil 4, I guess, was the more popular game, the more known game. Code Veronica is great. But I guess maybe that's why Capcom decided to do it. I don't know. Hopefully they'll do it in the future. But either way, you get what you get. So I'm not complaining with that. Resident Evil 4 is on everything. It's on the phone. It's probably on the iPod somehow. So, but either way, I was thinking, since they changed so much of Resident Evil 3, made it more like Resident Evil 6, what do you guys think they should do with the remake? What do you think they should cut out? What do you think they should add in? I'm really excited for this because, a lot of people say this about Resident Evil 4. It's when it turned more action-y, right? Not necessarily really more survival horror as, the people, especially the old school type of players, love, including me. What happens if do you guys remember was it alpha? It was either, I think it was the beta version of Resident Evil 4. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys ever want to check it out. But it was somewhat over the shoulder camera angle, but there was a lot of fixed camera angles with it, and it was a lot more survival horror type, psychological, because I think in that gameplay Leon's hallucinating a lot of the times. But they scraped it, and history is history. They ended up making Devil May Cry, and then Resident Evil 4 became Resident Evil 4. So I was thinking, since you did what you did with Resident Evil 3, why not give people what they necessarily complained about a long time ago? Why don't you pick up that idea again? I don't know. That was something I was talking to my friends about, and I really, really think they should do that because, hey, a remake is what? We technically don't need remakes. We really don't. None of these need to be remade. It's just something a company capitalizes on our nostalgia, and we feed into it, and we buy it, right? So I was thinking, if you want to go all the way with the remake, why not do what the fans, what a lot of fans complained about? Why don't you make it survival horror type? Imagine this. Doesn't this scream survival horror? Leon Kennedy, agent, works with the government. He is a man that is sent to another country to save the president's daughter. He's a foreigner. And he's all alone. And you're not even facing zombies. You're facing Majinis who are completely aware where they are. They can use weapons. They use guns. The whole arsenal and everything. Doesn't that scream survival horror? And you're in a whole fucking village, and you're on your own, and you're facing basically an army, a whole cult. That scream, you can do like stealth elements. There's just so much opportunity right there, especially with survival horror. I think Capcom, you should totally do it. I understand why they scraped it at first, because it did kind of scream more silent. It gave me a big Silent Hill feel, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but Resident Evil and Silent Hill, while there's similarities, there are differences, especially Silent Hill going off more psychological, which I guess Resident Evil 4, the beta was kind of like, I don't know, kind of probably going for. Either way, I think you should definitely do that. A remake is about a different perspective, or adding something or cutting something you thought was wrong, or adding something you thought should have been in there. My point is exactly, you should make it how the beta version should have been. Hey, survival horror type. Or, whatever it is, I'm going to buy it. Because Resident Evil 4 was one of my favorite Resident Evils. But, let me know what you think. Do you think they should what do you think they should change? What do you think they should add? What do you think they should cut, or anything like that? Do you agree with me when I say that, or do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section. Share and like the video and all that. That's basically it. I just wanted to basically discuss my thoughts on it, because this was big. As soon as it was announced, everyone was talking about it. And it's just a big thing either way. Since it's not called Veronica, it does suck, because I did want that one to be remade. But or hey, even Dino Crisis, but again, a different topic for a different video. Either way, it's another Resident Evil game. Resident Evil holds a very special place in my heart, so I'm not complaining at all. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.